Now, Wave 31 Storm Tracker Chief Meteorologist Jeff Castle with 31 Triple Doppler.
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. New Year's Eve, we're getting ready to close out 2024 and head into the new year. And it looks like weather-wise, the first couple weeks of January are going to be a challenge, going to be quite active in terms of cold air coming on in. The coldest of the season thus far is expected. And with that, there's going to be a few weather makers as well. And we're going to have to watch each one very closely for any teaming up of the cold air and the moisture that would give us a threat for some winter precipitation. Our next weather maker, the first one of the new year, will be arriving at the end of the weekend, Sunday, and perhaps lingering into some of Monday as well. A strong storm system coming in from the west, and this is going to be a dynamic one because it's going to have the cold air on the north, so there will be snow that falls on the northern side of this system. And to the south, there may be enough moisture return off the Gulf of Mexico to bring a risk of some strong and severe thunderstorms to portions of the Gulf Coast and the southeast. So a lot we're going to be watching with this. And the track of this system is really going to be the ultimate factor in determining exactly what sort of weather and when we get it here in the Tennessee Valley. For now, we are anticipating primarily a cold rain as this moves on in, and then in the wake of this system, much colder air will start spilling in behind it. That will drive our temperatures down to the lowest levels that we have seen thus far during this winter season. Now, I mentioned the track, and that will be critical. We are seeing some data suggesting a more southern track of this storm system coming in on Sunday, and that could open the door, as you see here, to on the front end of this weather maker, perhaps a little bit of wintry precip. I don't think that is incredibly likely at this point in time. We're still 5 days out, a lot of data to come. Check back with us for the latest updates in case I have to make any adjustments to that forecast from what we are going right now. Again, in the wake of that system, this is pretty much guaranteed. Very cold Arctic air continuing to build here northwest Canada and into Alaska, well below zero, in some cases almost 40 below zero. And this colder air is starting to ooze itself slowly to the south, and we are expecting this to dive into the eastern half of the country, probably in a couple chunks as we take you throughout next week. That temperature outlook for the second week of January continuing to show extremely strong signals that it is going to be below average for this time of year, and in fact could be well below average temperatures on the way for a large part of the U.S., including us right here in the Tennessee Valley. So stay tuned as we get the latest information about that very, very cold air and just how cold it may get around here. In the meantime, though, quiet for the first few days of the new year. We've got nothing on Wave 31 Triple Doppler, despite some cloud cover and the breeze out there. I'm not expecting any active weather as the clock strikes 12 tonight. Tomorrow morning, still some clouds waking up on New Year's Day morning, and then we'll tend to break that up to some sunshine heading into tomorrow afternoon. A little more cloud cover comes in on Thursday. Kind of a mix of clouds and sun through that time frame for us. But again, no active weather appears to be on the way for the first few days of 2025. We'll eventually work our way back into the upper 30s a little bit later on tonight. And tomorrow will be a chillier day than it was today, but not nearly as windy. Northwest wind at around 10, some sunshine, and temperatures that'll be stuck in the 40s, 41 degrees around 8 a.m., and then only expecting to top out mostly into the mid to upper 40s around the area tomorrow afternoon, which is a little bit below our average for early January, which is still running into the low end of the 50s. Here's your Wave 31 Storm Tracker 10-day forecast. Again, Thursday, Friday, even Saturday look quiet but chilly. Highs in the 40s, morning temperatures mid-20s to lower 30s. Again, that next weather maker Sunday into Monday primarily looks like rain, but we'll keep an eye on that track in case it changes to give us something else. Behind that system, boy, look at that. Multiple days in a row where we don't get out of the 30s, and by the end of next week, we're likely going to see overnight temperatures taking a dip back into the teens, if not colder.